Well, we
Hey,
are live.
Fran. Hey, Matt. Good morning.
Good morning.
Yeah, we are live, everybody. Welcome to RECON. It is Friday the 20th, I think. Is it already the 20th? I got the date right. And you know what that means, you guys? Friday, it is free for all Friday. If you have a topic you'd like to discuss, put it in the chat. We're monitoring the chat. We have coaches in the chat. A lot of good information will be in there. And for those that came in with empty pockets, I've got one for you. You're going to get a kick out of this. This is the conversation we're going to be practicing today. You're on a listing presentation. You can see the screen behind me, and the seller says, after probably you have a pricing discussion, the seller says, I don't think you're considering my birdbath collection, which I plan on leaving. All right. So, you know me and my birdbath. So, Louise, who is up today?
I don't see any people up yet, but I do know that Debbie was in the list yesterday and we didn't have enough time. Debbie, would you like to participate first?
Actually, I did participate yesterday.
I apologize.
That's okay.
You do not
I'm
have
just
time.
trying to wrap my head around this first and maybe jump in later.
Okay.
Yeah.
Robert, let's go. It's not about the bird bath.
Hey, Robert, I don't think you're considering my birdbath collection.
Okay. And so what exactly is your biggest concern? Is it price or is it something else?
I don't think that this price reflects my birdbath collection that I'm going to leave after I sell the house.
Okay. And what price are you hoping that you would have gotten or will get?
$1 million right on the dot.
Okay. And so, Luis, if we were to list at $1 million, are you ready to sign with me now?
Yes.
Okay. Well, great. Then we can knuckle bump there. And we can agree that, we'll list the home at $1 million. So tell me, Luis, now that we've agreed that we're going to work together, tell me if we list the home at $1 million and the market comes back and says no, how will you react to that?
So he is driving down the Better Way listing road. And again, there's not enough context here to really, to say if that's the right move, because if the home is worth $200,000 and she wants to list it at $1 million because of the bird baths, that's another thing. But what he's demonstrating is what we call on this show, what we talk about in Mastery, is the better way, meaning unless the seller's smoking sweet and low, they're way out of bounds. Their number may be the number you start with as long as their number. So I'm not going to go and bring in Dr. Matt yet, because we didn't really address the bird bath issue, although I did like your first question. Matt may want to comment on that. I don't know. When a number is involved, write this down. You've got to get it quantified. When you're not considering the bird bath collection, okay, there must be a number in mind that he feels the bird bath is worth. Don't get into a tug of war until you know what the number is. Welcome, Matt.
Hey, we're good. Yep. Nope. No need to comment.
Okay, number two. Let's go, Louise. We're rolling.
Giancarlo and Don.
And Carl.
Yes, Don.
I just don't think you're taking into consideration my birdbath collection, which I plan on leaving when I move.
Okay, I understand that. Question, Don. When you say I'm not considering it, what do you mean by exactly I'm not considering it? Is it by price rise?
Yeah.
Okay, how much do you think that will increase the price of our listing?
Well, my neighbor right across the cul-de-sac, they got $950 3 weeks ago.
Mm-hmm.
That's what they told me anyway. And yeah, it's the same house, and they don't have this bird bath.
Okay, well, it's the same house without the bird bath. Is that what you said?
Yes.
For $950, and how much do you think your house is worth with the bird bath?
Oh, $50,000.
$50,000?
Sure. It's quite extensive.
Okay. It's quite expensive. Okay.
Did you see it? Did you see them all?
Yeah, I see. It's quite nice.
Yeah.
It does add a good feeling to the house. Now, 50,000 question. Does it have to be 50,000 for that price? Do you feel like it's worth 50,000? My question is, Don, I believe it's something more personal value than it actually comes to the house value when it comes to talking about the bird bath to the house.
Time.
You know,
Yes.
Statement. Matt.
Yeah. Whenever you want to say something to somebody, ask a question. Figure out how to say what you're going to say by asking a question of them. Don, what I would ask Don is I'd say, what did you, nice bird bath, but typically I don't give compliments unless they're genuine, they're organic. So if I don't like the bird baths, I'm not going to say they're nice. What I'll ask Don is, Don, what'd you pay for the bird baths?
over time, about 35,000.
Okay, gotcha. And you're hoping to get how much more out of them?
I think they add a value. 50.
Okay. And how did you arrive at that price?
Well, some of these are kind of antique bird baths, special collection, and we've had them for, 10, 12 years. So the right person's going to pay more for it.
You're right. Yep, the right person will. I have one question for you, and I need you to shoot me straight and be brutally honest. Can you do that?
Yeah, sure.
How long are we willing to wait for that person?
Couple of months.
Okay, gotcha. So guys, you see where I'm going. Denny?
I have a question. Here's my comment to the seller on his bird bath collection. I think your bird bath collection's for the birds.
They like it.
For the birds and
nobody
else.
I don't care who you are. So you guys don't forget the model. Other than that, is there anything else keeping us from moving forward? Right? Don't forget the model. Now, is it about the bird bath collection? Well, it really probably is about the number where Matt was trying to quantify what it is, right? Mm-hmm. The other road he had a tire on and he was kind of moving over towards it. Someone that falls in love with bird baths will love the collection. Mm-hmm. All right. So what percent of the population loves bird baths, loves sponge painting in the house, or loves basically a kiddie shower in the laundry room? So a small percentage. So where Matt was going, do you want your home exposed and would you want the mass of people interested in your home, or do you want the 0.01% that just happen to like bird baths? That's where Matt was going. So there's a couple little hints for you. Next.
Okay, next is Takesha with Louise. Hey, Takesha.
Hi.
Hi. I don't think that you're taking into consideration my bird bath collection that I'm going to leave when we sell the house.
Okay. Well, Louise, let me ask you this. In regards to the bird bath, other than that, is there anything else that we should be looking at as far as the selling of your home?
Yes, I think we should also highlight the dog washing station in the laundry room.
Right. And anything else?
No, those are the two important. I know those are going to attract a lot of buyers.
Just a pause. Don't lose your train of thought. I want everyone to realize what she's doing there is one of the steps. What's it called? Isolation. So she's got it all on the table. Now I hope the next question is going to be a trial close. You're doing good, Takesha. Keep going. You've got another 45 seconds.
All right. So besides the bird bath and the dog washing station, you said you were hoping to get how much again?
$1 million even.
$1 million even. So if we can agree on $1 million even, are you ready to move forward?
Absolutely.
Well, awesome. Well, now that we'll be working with each other, Louise, let me ask you this. If it is that we found the perfect buyer for your home and they did not consider the bird bath and the dog washing station, how much would you think your house would be worth without taking those two into consideration?
I think that it'll appeal to a lot of people. And Even without that, I think it's a really nice home.
Time. Matt.
I wouldn't have. I would have got her commitment first before I would have pushed down the path of trying to eliminate the value of the bird baths.
That was
So-
the trial close. That was what I was waiting for. Matt.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, you didn't. So it's like, all right, you know, you pull out the details. Okay, the bird baths have value. The dog wash has value. Okay, and what's the value? Got it. What's the price you want? Great. And outside of that, what, if anything else, do you need to know from me to know that I am without a doubt the right person to help you?
Okay.
Okay, great. Nothing. Awesome. So if we can agree to these items, are you ready to get started today? Wonderful. Then if you want to push back on anything, and when I say push back, I mean unearth, seek to understand, move more dirt, go back and do that. But don't do it until you know that you're the huckleberry, as we've said before.
You asked the question, you isolated, and you said, if we can get all that worked out, rather than saying, have you made the decision to hire me? You didn't say that part.
Okay.
You said, is there anything else we have to take care of? So you let her out of the close. And you guys may get a little kick out of the bird bath, but haven't you ever had a seller say, well, hey, I put this improvement, I've got these automatic car wash in the garage, or I've got a car lift in the garage. And a line of question you can do when someone improves the home, now they want to get those improvements out of it. You can drive down the road. Well, let me ask you, did you do those improvements in order to make it more marketable, or did you do them for your personal taste? And when you did them, did you think you'd be selling this soon?
Mm-hmm.
So, however, that's all after the knuckle bump.
Mm-hmm.
Louise, next.
Okay, next is Cassandra with Dawn, and we're looking for more participants after that. Please post in the chat that you would like to participate, and I will add you to the list.
I just don't think you're taking into consideration my extensive bird bath collection, because I'm going to leave that. That's valuable.
Absolutely, Dawn. Is there anything else that's keeping you from moving forward?
No, but yeah, no.
Okay, awesome. Well, while I agree with you, the birth baths have a lot of value. I would like to know what you think about waiting for that perfect buyer that also agrees with us. Are you willing to wait a couple months for that buyer, or do you want to open up for the whole market and hope that we see more buyers than that?
Oh, I want the whole market. I want
Okay.
to find that bird bath person in that whole market. You bet.
Perfect. So what price do you think, what value would you add to those bird baths?
Well, I think they're worth 50,000.
Perfect. That's awesome. So let me pitch this to you. What if we go on the market at 50,000 more, and in a couple weeks, if we don't find that perfect bird bath person, we come back and we look for that other market, those other buyers?
The last agent didn't quite express it that way. That's why I asked them to leave the house.
If that works for you, I'd love to sign with you today. Would you sign right here?
Time. So
I'll
really
agree
fast,
to something, but I'm not signing anything, but I will agree.
All right, so I'm going to go first this time really fast. Matt, when you said, are you moving forward, that's kind of a nebulous. I didn't really know if that was the knuckle bump. The knuckle bump that I use is the commitment. So if aside from that, if we can agree on that and settle that or whatever, however you worded it, have you made the decision to hire me to get your home on the market today? That's not nebulous. That's very clear. I don't know what moving forward meant. The second point here really fast, Matt, is, and everyone's using the term perfect buyer. We don't use perfect. That's a forbidden word in our world here in RECON. And so I don't know what a perfect buyer is, but you did do something I would be careful of. What if we expose it to the market for a couple of months and the perfect buyer who loves birth baths don't come along? You kind of insinuated in my mind it might take as much as 2 months to find a bird bath lover. That paints yourself into a corner. That's what I heard. And the rest of it, I thought you did. I think the back half, you kind of stuck the landing, Matt.
Yeah. different strokes for different folks. You speak in a very commanding way. I like to take the approach of self-discovery, detached. In other words, you're coming, the way that you approach the conversation is very strong, very dominating. And that's all well and good if that's how you like to be perceived, but keep in mind we have to chameleonize ourselves to those that we speak to. So if you run into an S or a C, they're going to shut down on you because they want somebody that's a little more soft. But like I said, the self-discovery. Overall, I have the same feedback that Denny did. Don't say perfect. Don't give timelines, because if you use the word perfect and you clearly delineate timelines, they're going to hold you to that. And then you're going to hear the famous last words of real estate, which is, but Cassandra, but you said, and then you can never recover from that. So just the feedback, and I'm not beating you up. I'm giving you the constructive criticism of ensure that you chameleonize yourself to those that you speak to. A high D or a DI can appreciate the commanding presence that you bring, but an S or a C will recluse and you'll lose them.
Okay, thanks.
That's probably why, Matt, I was digging her tune. I was liking it.
Yeah. I liked it. It was like, hey, this is what we're going to do. This is what we're going to do. This is what we're going to do. But an S or a C, that you're going to lose them completely and you'll never win with them because they need time to analyze things. That's why I come from the asking questions and being soft, because I'm DC. So anyway.
Yes. So, hey, who's next? I've got a quick announcement. Who's next for Louise, so they can get ready?
Janet is next with me, and then Debbie with Don, and we'll need more participants. So please add your name in the chat.
Get your spurs on. Hey, listen, perfect. There's only one thing perfect, and that's you guys here on RECON. Here's the announcement. Two things. Number one, today is Friday, which means there's going to be a mastery call at 1 o'clock, 1 to 2 Eastern. Denny'sMastery.com. Just go to that website, that URL, it'll take you to the Zoom call. Denny'sMastery.com. The other thing I'm starting today, and I'm willing to do it. I have an extra 15 minutes. We're going to shut off the live feed and leave the Zoom feed on for an extra 15 minutes. If you want a little interaction, questions, and if you want to stay on, it's totally optional. We will help you understand, or maybe you don't want to role play in front of the whole universe. We can do it during that 15 minutes, totally optional. First time we're doing it, we'll see how it goes. All right, next, Louise, let's go. I'm ready. Got the clock ready.
Okay, Janet. I don't think you're taking into consideration my bird bath collection.
Okay. Other than the bird bath, is there any other reason that we wouldn't move forward and?
Yes, yeah. I'd also like to make sure you factored in the dog washing station and our laundry
washing station. Okay, that's great. Is there a number that you have in mind for the value of these bird baths and dog washing? I saw them when I walked through the house. They're absolutely gorgeous. I don't know if I'm allowed to say that.
I haven't identified a value, but I feel like launching at $1 million for a house is going to be perfect with this information.
So you're thinking that 1 million is the price that you're looking with the bird bath and the dog wash?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Bargain.
Have you made the decision to hire me today?
If we can agree on that, yeah.
Okay. So since we have talked about the bird bath and the dog wash, and I do agree the house is worth absolutely every bit of $950,000. That
I'm going to throw the flag on that.
All right.
Matt, I'll let you go first. You know, actually, Janet, I was kind of enjoying it. However, when you laid on that, you just put your body print all over that number.
But I like that number.
That's great. That's great. I love that number too. But what happens if the market doesn't?
I know.
Because but you said, yeah, be.
Well, that's what the comp said. That was the
Oh
high.
my God.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. So I just got it, guys. All right. So I just got off the phone. I'm doing my lead generation this morning. Just got off the phone with a gentleman I spoke to last year in May. He wouldn't answer the questions, so I didn't go on the appointment. It expired again. Spoke to him just now, and he pays $1,000 a month to keep this property. It's a nice property, but the market's declined even further, and so he wants X amount of dollars for the property, and the market is saying no.
Okay.
Well, guess what the comp said 6 months ago when he hired the other realtor? They probably said pretty close to what he's listed for now. So the market will always speak. It's a question of whether we want to listen.
Yeah.
Don't take the grenade off your holster, pull the pin, and then hug it. Say that this is what the market appears to, this is what it appears the market may bear for your property. But the God's honest truth is we won't know until we expose it, what the market will actually bear for it.
Okay.
Yes, that's
I know, I
mastery
put
stuff
my
that we get
DNA
into,
on it.
guys. That's mastery stuff we generally get into on our mastery call, is that, you know, the top market value is not known until you expose it. I'm not one of the believers that says you can do a quote CMA and use all those comps and be 100% accurate in predicting the future sales price.
Mm-hmm.
You could be maybe 90%, but not 100%. I want you to be 100% of the time. All right, Louise, who's next?
Okay, Debbie is next with John.
Debbie and Dawn. Okay.
Hey, Debbie, I just don't think you're taking into consideration my extensive bird bath collection. I'm leaving that, and the right buyer is going to pay me more for that.
Okay, I totally understand. And you have an awesome bird bath collection, Don.
Thank you.
Just out of curiosity, what did you initially pay for it?
About 35,000 over the
Okay,
years.
35,000. Okay, so what price did you have in mind with the bird bath collection? Sell your home.
I think 50,000 added to our sales price. Nice round number.
Okay, so our sales price is 900,000. So you would like to initially position at 950. Is that correct?
No, the neighbor got 950. I'd like $1 million.
You'd like $1 million.
Yeah.
Okay. So if we can agree to initially position your home at $1 million, do you feel like I'm the right agent to get the job done, to get your home sold?
Yeah, I do.
Okay, awesome. Well, now that we've agreed to work together, may I share with you a few things that are going to happen once we go on the market?
Okay, the last agent.
I feel like I'm watching that girl on that figure skating on the Olympics I saw last night. They gave such a great performance and won the gold medal. I want to stop you before you fall.
Okay.
Because you're doing such a great job. Following
Thank you.
the model,
Thank you.
not asking 2 questions at one time, massive improvement.
Yep.
And then I was going to go. Yeah, go ahead, Dan.
I'm going to say, Debbie, is for everyone, what they originally paid for something is not relevant in what they're going to get out of it. Now, you can ask if you're curious, but I want everyone to know, does it matter what they originally paid?
No, there was a reason there, Debbie. I know you did it because I asked it earlier. There's a reason why I did it, though. I was just trying to figure out how they were arriving at whatever that 50 number is. That's why I asked. I was curious. And I was going down a path. Remember, I always use like deflection questions to tee somebody up before I cut them off at the knees. And I say that candidly. The only feedback I have to give you is use this, and this is really fine sandpaper. Use their words. He said, I don't think you're giving consideration to my bird baths.
And I should have said,
my next question would have been, what's the consideration we'd like to give them?
Okay.
So, and this is just, we're talking
using his exact words.
Yeah. And we're talking like micro level precision, refinement, and rapport building. Because it's like exactly what to say. I bet you're a lot like me. And when you use words that they use, I bet you're a lot like me. Like that's what they hear.
Okay.
All right.
Build,
We have time
build
for
a
another
little
one.
more
and then
rapport. Thank you.
we have time-
Everardo
Go.
is with me. Everardo, I don't think you're taking into consideration my bird bath collection.
Hey, Luis, I appreciate that. What's the consideration you want to give?
I think we should price our house at $1 million because we have these bird baths. It's a lot of value.
I see. And yeah, just to find the right person for that, for the bird baths. How long are you willing to wait until we have the right person?
I'm not going to give my house away. I have some time.
Not giving your house away. Can you explain to me what that means to you?
I'm going to pause you, Everardo. Here's my question. You're going to be spending minutes and minutes and minutes on this conversation. Are they going to hire you subject to the bird bath? You guys, if they're not going to hire you, no matter what you say, go on to your next appointment, or solve the issue.
Mhm.
That's why you want to, there's a model other than the bird bath. Okay. Is there anything else? There's the isolation. And if we can set that aside or agree on that, are we going to work together? I think a lot of people, Matt, are missing business because they're not asking the initial mini trial closes along the way.
Yeah. The old Mike Ferry, Mike Ferry used to walk in and ask if they were ready to get started. I'm pretty sure, and I'm paraphrasing, but like, that was it. Like, he's like, y'all ready to get started? Like, that was the first line of his appointment. And if they're like, oh yeah, he just went right into it. I don't know if I would go to that extreme, because I don't know if I want to work with them, but a smart man learns from his own mistakes. A brilliant man learns from the mistakes of others. Don't spend the 10,000 hours that Denny and I have in listing appointments that we didn't take because we didn't do it. And I'm talking about early in our careers. You spend countless hours meeting with people, going around in circles around the campfire, only to realize that they weren't going to hire you anyhow. Eliminate that.
And don't be afraid to ask. You have nothing to lose. I mean, you saw Dumb and Dumber and they got turned down and he said, so you're saying there's a chance?
Right.
You might as well find out where you stand. I think we have time for another one, Louise. Let's go.
That was it. It's just me and Everardo. But do we want to spin the wheel and see who the winner is?
Is Cindy on? I saw her pop in.
Lori Sabatini just said she can try.
Yeah, Cindy, if you can hear me, are you able to share the wheel so we can have you do the wheel for the last time?
Oh, yes. Give me one.
Okay, we're going to go with Lori for a minute. Cindy, get ready. Let's go, Lori.
Oh, God. Okay, I'm probably going to butcher this.
That's all right. Go for gold.
Okay, go. I don't know who I'm with.
You're with Don. Go.
Lori, I just don't think you take into consideration my extensive bird bath collection, which I'm going to leave.
Okay, I understand. And what consideration is that you'd like to place on those bird baths?
I think it's worth $50,000.
Okay, and what number are you hoping to achieve in the sale of your home?
$1 million.
Okay. And if we decided to list at $1 million today with the consideration for the bird baths, would you be ready to work with me?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, I forgot to ask, is there any other considerations?
No, there's not.
Okay, great. So I'll stop by around 2 o'clock today and we can start the paperwork.
You're already there.
Yeah.
Oh, we're already there.
We're with you. So you said you'd screw it up. You didn't really screw it up. There's only one thing I'd say. When you said, if we determine its worth, as a real estate agent, you cannot lean or insinuate what the market may do.
Right.
If you can say, if the market accepts the $1 million, it's different than saying, if we can agree it's worth it. Because what if the market doesn't agree with you? Now you have kind of put your housekeeping seal of approval on a number.
Yeah.
That's funny. I didn't even hear myself say that. So.
It's all right. We don't hear what we say. So here, two things I'm going to say. We cannot infer what the market is going to bear ever. We cannot. we always give deference to the market. So in other words, the market's going to tell us, but we cannot infer this is what's going to happen.
I've been using the phrase a lot, being in the market versus being on the market.
We could talk about that at Mastery. I'm not sure what that means.
Just stay on for the next 15 minutes.
Sure.
We're going to have the drawing for the free coaching call. Cindy, Sherry, would you let Cindy share screen, or Louise? I don't have host privileges. And then we're going to go in. You can cut Facebook off now if you want.